Okay. Hi, yeah. Victor, how you doing? Yeah. What's up? No problem at all, yeah. No, it's my job. So what's... Okay. Well, listen, don't stress. Okay, yeah. Have you given them both doses? Yeah. Well, there should be no problem then. You'll be fine. You'll see that pretty soon the udder will start to soften up. So just don't worry about it. Okay. Let's chat later. Okay, and we'll see how you're going. Okay. Right. Yes. Don't worry. All right. Bye. The aim is to reduce teats' exposure to bacteria as much as we can. It's a no-brainer. Fewer bacteria on the teats means less risk of intramammary infection. Simple as that. The same goes for the milking routine. It's really important that you train all your employees up to make sure that the skin and the tips of the teats are thoroughly cleaned before attaching the milking device. In fact, I always say, there's only one thing worse than training your employees and losing them, and that's not training them and keeping them. Always check the milking machine after milking, because it could be where your new mastitis cases start. If your filters are dirty, then something is definitely not right. And lastly, the cow's immune system. Strong, healthy cows are, of course, much better at fighting bacteria.
Today on Along with Farms, we'll talk about the importance of monitoring the data which is collected on the modern dairy farm. This information is vitally important for us to understand how the cows are performing. Regular analysis of all available information will help to identify issues with animal health and management at an early stage, enabling us to get the animals and the farm back to optimum performance.
1, 2, 3, 4, insemination, is that right? Yeah, good, right, well, let's go.
Here in the milking parlor is where most mastitis cases will be detected, since the milkers will forestrip all cows' teats before the clusters are applied to pick up any flakes in the milk or swelling of the udder, which are the first signs of clinical mastitis. Many cases, however, are subclinical, where the milk appears normal but will be picked up by the somatic cell count test, which is performed regularly on each milking cow, and detects the presence of inflammatory cells in subclinically infected quarters. This testing is known as milk recording and is an essential tool in mastitis prevention at the herd level.
Get this show on the road. Okay, this one next. Let's see. Okay, I think we inseminated this one 6 weeks ago, right? A cow's fertility is directly related to its actual welfare. They should be content, happy, and they have to feel good. And being healthy is one thing, but reducing the stress to a minimum is also crucial for greatly increasing the probability of pregnancy rates. Of course, let's not forget their diet. As hard as you try, there's always something that can go wrong. 2 of today's cows had been inseminated but aren't pregnant. Hormone treatment in infertile cows does have its advantages. For one, thank you, reliability, guaranteeing a consistent ovulation cycle and successful insemination. and effectivity, raising the global fertility numbers, and lastly, efficiency.
All cows wear a collar which monitors steps taken and activities such as head movement and mounting behavior. When cows are in estrus or heat, their activity will spike, enabling the cow to be drafted for breeding. These systems have greatly improved heat detection rates, as high-yielding cows are often only in heat for a short period of time, which may be missed by intermittent herd observation. Better heat detection is the key to improving fertility performance, which is probably the key parameter in farm profitability. Cows must spend at least 50% of their time lying down to ruminate effectively and maximize milk production. A good bedding program is essential to ensure optimum cow comfort. The choice of bedding materials will affect rates of mastitis, as some bacteria, such as Streptococcus uberis, thrive more easily in certain types of bedding. A dry and clean environment will impact lameness, as prolonged contact with slurry causes several painful foot conditions.
You've got to be on constant lookout if you want the cows to be on top form and give great quality milk. You often find the big problems in the little things. So a good pedicure can prevent possible financial losses. The hooves, the hooves. They need frequent antiseptic foot baths, and they need to be kept well cut and dry as much as possible. And of course, it's the most productive cows that are most prone to problems, like lameness, for example. And that's a big problem. As soon as the slightest symptom appears, it's essential to use anti-inflammatories. We relieve their pain, they feel more comfortable, and they get better quicker. So everybody's happy, and that's win-win. Well, here she is, the farm beauty queen. How could I ever forget her, yeah? Do you remember? I had to walk an hour and a half in the pouring rain because my car broke down to come to your first calving. Do you remember that? You don't remember, do you? I do. And not only that, but she then had to have a cesarean, didn't you? Eh? And what did I have to have? Yeah, a new car, exactly. But it all worked out okay, didn't you? You were as right as rain in no time, so happy ending for everyone, wasn't it? Eh? Don't look at me like that. It wasn't my fault, was it? Eh? Do you want to come for a ride in the new car? No? Oh, not surprised.
Nowadays, cows that undergo surgery, such as for displaced abomasum or cesarean section, will be treated with non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. These alleviate pain and limit swelling, which helps maintain food intake and accelerates healing and recovery. The dairy sector is increasingly aware of the importance of non-steroidals, both for their anti-inflammatory action and also in some cases of severe septic infection, such as mastitis or metritis, where the drug combats the effect of endotoxins produced by the bacteria.
And the magic words are anti-inflammatories. Thank goodness for non-steroidals. They're a massive help for everything. And the less the cows suffer, the quicker they'll be back in the milking queue. Yeah. Hi. Just having a bit of lunch. Thanks for making that. It's good. It's good. So, how'd the exam go? Really? You pleased? Good. Good girl. Well done. Well, you studied hard for it, didn't you? So, you deserve it. Nice one. What? No, you're thinking of being a vet? No, I don't think father and daughter vet in one family. I think that's one vet's enough in our family, I think. Wow, you can do what you want, lovely. It doesn't matter. Okay. And thanks for the salad. It's really good. No, I'll be home quite late. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll probably see you in the morning. All right. Okay. Bye. Love you. Some colostrum now from your mum. You'll like that, won't you? You like that, won't you? That's it. Good, big, strong lad, aren't you? At this age, calves are extremely susceptible to intestinal pathogens and can develop life-threatening illnesses. Each little one's resistance is determined by the transfer of passive immunity. The aim is to give them around 3 to 4 days of good quality colostrum. It's a natural immunity boost, and here, on a dairy farm, it's free. And now for every dairy farm's Achilles heel, diarrhea syndrome, which is caused for different reasons and by different circumstances. Feeding them colostrum is an excellent preventative measure, but it's not 100% effective. In addition to strict hygiene, we have to immediately separate healthy animals in a quarantine zone away from the sick ones. Okay, so very important. Seriously, I'm sorry for going on about it, but these are the 3 magic wands. 1, colostrum, 2, hygiene, and 3, early therapeutic treatment.
The 2 critical periods in dairy cow management are probably the dry period and the transition period. A sufficiently long dry period is important to allow the udder tissue to rest and recover for the next lactation. Hygiene in the dry cow environment must be excellent, as a high percentage of mastitis-causing bacteria get into the udder during this time, only to cause clinical mastitis weeks or months later. The transition period after calving is a time of great metabolic stress on the cow as she begins to produce a large yield of milk. Rigorous nutritional management during this period is vital to prevent the cow becoming severely energy deficient, which predisposes to many conditions and diseases such as displaced abomasum and ketosis.